If you've been making any sort of electronic music, you have been inspired by the GOAT Jamaican dub audio engineer King Tubby in one way or another, whether you knew about it or not. Tubby treated his studio as an instrument, drowning the sounds in waves of reverbs and delays, recontextualizing the reggae tracks into psychedelic masterpieces, but just using a mixing desk, spring reverbs and tape delays. Today we're going to apply some of his techniques, philosophy and mixing approaches to make our ambient tracks shine. Lesson number 1. Mixing as a way of composing. Your DAW's mixing board is an instrument. If you have a loop of all its stems, your mixer is not only a place where you balance the levels, it's now an arrangement tool. Let's take this loop as an example. What we want to do is to make it come alive by bringing the elements in and out, adding the effects, transforming something basic and mechanical into an immersive organic track. Let's add a minimal synth setup, 1 spring reverb and fruity convolver, 1 delay with some feedback, and 1 spring reverb and a delay combination. Now let's route all of the tracks into it and set it to 0. Now bring down the volume of all tracks apart from the ones you want to start with. I want the pad at the beginning and then the rest to come in and out. Now make a pattern for automation. Bring it into the playlist, hit record and mix the volume and sends in real time. You can set up a few different patterns. For example, one of them would be just drums and bass, 1 lead and 1 pad, whatever fits your workflow. It takes a fair bit of practice to get into the groove, but the results are definitely worth it. Doing so will elevate the sound you made and add a unique character that can completely change the context and the emotional load of the track. Lesson number 2, creating space. Take the tracks with the automation, but now add other delays and reverb sends to the sends you already have to make a whole spacey ecosystem. We want the created spaces and echoes to come alive. Let's take our spring reverb plus delay send and add 2 additional sends to it. 1 with a delay that we'll use for extreme feedback, and 1 with a galactic reverb by Air Windows. Now we're going to feed the delay send into the reverb send. Switch off the key pitch and tempo sync options and improvise. Lesson number 3. Imperfections are part of the charm. If your delay is not exactly timed perfectly, or one part is a tiny bit too loud, just don't worry about it. It doesn't have to be ideal, it needs to have a feeling. You can intentionally add some flutter, noise or detune it to see what happens, and how it affects the overall atmosphere. We're not trying to make the track perfect, we're just trying to express emotion. Lesson number 4. Versions. Create lots of variations of a track, a jam, a loop, whatever you're working on. The same sounds will have a totally different atmosphere depending on what type of reverb you use, when you cut the delay feedback off, and which track you decide to mute while you're jamming. Here's a comparison. Both versions were made from the same stems, but they convey a completely different type of a feeling. Now open up your DAW, get these sends ready and start jamming. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and I'll see you in the next one.